Hello, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. And I'm ready to perform for all of you. I hope you will come, join, and engage with me. One thing I hate about attire this time of year, a lot of the polo shirts and the dress shirts require a lot of ironing, which I don't like to do. So, you know, I guess I could get an ironing board and an iron and iron my shirts, but I like the wrinkle-free shirts. You know, you know what I mean? I like the wrinkle-free shirts. TB says the Android Koloski. How are you doing, TB? How are you doing? TB says he is okay. That's good to hear, TB. I made a dermatology appointment for Monday. I'm going to get the cysts that Erie always talks about checked. I'm going to ask him what I could put on my face, and I also have a podiatry appointment Monday, too. I'm going to get my black toe checked out, my runner's toe. We got 666 in the house. Yeah, I'm getting a full checkup. Monday. Gonna look nice and fresh. Pete says, "What's going on, big dog?" Not much, Pete. What's going on with you? Oh, 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 oh. What's happening where you are? Pete says he's chilling. He's gearing up for the weekend. Yeah, it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day Sunday. Obviously, I'll share with you the photograph of my mother I took yesterday, because why not? What I think today at the art class I'm gonna make my mother a nice card for Mother's Day. Yeah, so I'll do something nice for her, I guess. So you should go double and smash 2 plates on on Mother's Day. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. All right. Somebody says Andrew will do something nice for his mom, but he'll be sure to put it on video so he can show how he's nice to his mom. Maybe, Patrick, maybe. Yeah, I'll get my mother a little present. That's a good idea. Oh, maybe I'll get her a bouquet of flowers or something. "666 says this would be his first Mother's Day without a mother. Cherish the time I have with her. One day I'll be like him." Yeah, no, that's a fair point. So, I guess cherish the time I have with my mother. Milky says I betrayed her. How did I betray you, Milky? How did I betray you? Tell me how I betrayed you. I'll apologize if you tell me how. Oh. Oh, yeah. La 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 la. Anybody want me to set up the DSLR and do some performances? I could try to do a rendition of Tara Social's The Love of a Doggy. Anybody want me to set up the DSLR? I know Patrick says that's lazy content, but somebody asks if I really. I never was scheduled to go on a date with Milky, to my knowledge. So I never stood her up. This is an erroneous narrative, probably by a troll. I think Milky's having ideas of reference, you know? I'm like, why am I tired today? And I realized I got up in the middle of the night and I was getting Taco Bell. So that's why I'm tired. It's not exactly rocket science. It's because I didn't get a lot of sleep. Milky says I'm tired from standing him up. I know I'm always tired, but I'm especially tired today. Somebody says fatigue can be a sign of depression, and you don't do anything all day. But I'm not a doctor. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I mean, the Abilify can cause fatigue too. TV says, Andrew, I have a question. Yeah, what's your question, TV? What's your question? Somebody says, how do we know Patrick is really Patrick? I'm not saying he's an imposter, but how do we really know? That's a good question. And in fact, we don't know. We just have to take his word that he's not impersonating Patrick. He sounds a lot like Patrick. He acts a lot like Patrick. He behaves a lot like Patrick. But we don't know it's the same guy. Patrick says I could unban his other account and it would prove it. Pete says I have reason to suspect this new Patrick might be a celebrity undercover. Yeah, I've suspected Patrick might be a celebrity undercover for quite some time. But or maybe or a relative undercover. But Patrick says, I'm a nobody. I'm a complete unknown, just like you, Andrew. I'm a complete unknown. That's good, Patrick. That's good. Patrick's a complete unknown, just like me. He says Patrick is actually Scottie Pippen. Oh wow! Oh wow! I think I'm gonna lie down. I think I'm gonna try to take a nap before the art class today. Patrick says I'll take Michael Jordan over Pippen, and somebody says it's Kobe O'Brien. Yeah, I'm not too big into basketball, so if it turned out you were all basketball players, it wouldn't really mean a whole lot to me. I'd be like, oh, okay, fair enough. Somebody says, "Do they serve wine at the art class? Is it full of milfs?" Nah, it's probably gonna be. I just yeah, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I've been trying to put a lot of effort into my drawings the past 2 days. But it takes a lot of time to complete when you put more effort in. And I'm going to try to continue that trend today. So I'm going to continue to try to put effort into my drawings. So somebody says, "Have you considered doing a drawing where the sun doesn't have a face?" Yeah, I could do that for you, Pete. I could do that for you. I could make the sun not have a face. Somebody says, or conversely, could you give the sun sunglasses instead? Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Yeah, when you're tired, you want to get all hopped up on caffeine. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. Try to take a little nap, I guess. Try to take a little nap. You know, I could get hopped up on caffeine. I could go get a cold brew from Starbucks, but nah. Let's try to get some rest. Hey, when I sold my artwork at the Fountain House, I was charging $75 to $100, and people paid for it. So I don't know if that could be a continuous trend, but don't sell myself short. Don't charge $20 for my drawings. Charge like 75 to 100, right? Somebody wants me to do a Tara Social cover for us. 6. The Lord said 6. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of fatigued here. I'm not really in the mood to perform music, so I'm sorry. I apologize. Mookie asks, "Can I buy a pic?" Yeah, somebody asks, "Have I seen Tara Social's new Dog Sin song?" Yeah, it was pretty good. What do you think of Tara Social's Dog Sin song, TB? I think I like Pharmacological Abusers the best. I like obviously 75 Men for My Mother, the Bukkake one. I like I like Asian Woman. Pete says I'm gonna get. I was pretty good, but not her best. I give it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, somebody said, obviously, if the album went on sale at Target, and it wouldn't make the album, but it'd be like the 2 bonus tracks that would make the album. It wasn't one of her best ones, but it was funny. It had some good parts, but it wasn't like the best she's done. Obviously, it'd be like the 2 bonus tracks you get at Target if you buy the CD. Yeah, I think the song needs a verse about praying to God to forget the dog sin, and going to confession about the dog sin, and how Opie and Anthony or Radio Shock Jocks put the idea in your head to commit the dog sin. You really enhance it and blow it over the top. It needs a little bit more build to it. Those are some things that would make the song a little bit better, I think. I mean, it was good. I mean, it had some good parts, but it really needs some work. I think it needs some. It needs. I mean, there needs to be a Dog Sin remix. Tara or Andrew or whoever the main character is in the song would need to go to confession and ask God to forget about the dog sin, and the priest could give like Hail Marys and Our Fathers, and Radio Shock Jocks. She could get the idea to commit the dog sin because she's listening to Radio Shock Jocks, and these are that could be what implanted the idea. And she could be an impressionable 18-year-old who's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna peace out here. I'm gonna lie down for a little bit, but thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys for watching. Later.